So yeah.
Your favorite Star Wars experience. It could be your visit to the theme park, meeting someone you wanted to meet.
You know what? I unfortunately have never been to the theme park, and it's something that I'm really hoping to do soon. But let me see if I can find this photograph. One really fun thing that I've done. I hope I can.
I will also show you one photograph.
Here, okay, this is hilarious. And I don't know whether you can see it or not. I will also send you this photograph.
Yes, please send me.
So you can show it. But basically,
where is this? Right.
This is 2017. The premiere of The Force Awakens.
Right.
This is Kenneth, Sebastian, and me. Dressed as Jedi in the Starbucks opposite the PVR.
Right. I was very much there.
Ordering lattes. Ordering lattes. Just these two jaded ass Jedi ordering lattes at Starbucks.
Super.
Before the movie. And this is and for me that's sort of what it's all about. The fact that there's this I think my favorite Star Wars experiences have just come from the fact that it's beyond the point. It's not the movies. It's not the shows. It's the community.
Right.
It's the sort of, and this was like one legend because I remember still the excitement. Like
I remember they've done a premiere. Yeah.
So yeah.
I'll show you a picture. Tell me if you're jealous or Can you see this? Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I hate you.
I got a selfie with him.
I hate you.
With Hammond himself.
All right, great interview, guys. Gotta go.
No. We are almost to the end of it.
I have been humbled beyond belief.
That was a lifetime opportunity. It was amazing.
Tell me what that felt like, please.
Oh my God!
How did you meet him? When did you meet him? And
this was for a junket. We have done a lot of Star Wars junket and interviewed many actors. But his interview was just a group interview, and of course, no pictures were allowed. As you can see, no one was allowed to take selfies. But he felt in the room that, and also there were these journalists from China, Japan, Singapore, APAC, how it is. We always are in one room. And one journalist from, I think, Malaysia or somewhere requested him and said, "Can I get a picture?" He said, "Of course. And, everyone should get a picture. And this is your opportunity and we will never meet again." And what a guy.
He's a Jedi. That right there is... Yeah, that's BJE, big Jedi energy right there.
And he posed like that. Imagine it's not that he's just standing with a selfie. He posed like that with 20, 30 people.
So amazing.
So cool.
Everybody forgets, right? The thing is, even if you follow him on Twitter or online or whatever, like Mark Hamill just seems like the loveliest guy.
He is.
All right. Yeah. And the thing is, right, and for any actor, being Luke Skywalker would have been enough.
Right.
But this guy has gone on since then. To just be so many iconic characters, right? And this is, I'm sorry I'm mentioning, like, you can cut this, but this is the guy who has, in Batman the Animated Series, he was the Joker. This is the guy who in Avatar The Last Airbender was Fire Lord Ozai. This is the guy who was the trickster on and he's Luke Skywalker on top of all of those
all
things.
Of that, right.
Like that is enough pop culture legendariness for like 6 actors.
Absolutely. And what a humble guy.
One actor. And like a brilliant, chill, humble guy.
Right. So thanks to him, we got this picture. I didn't have the courage to ask him for a selfie. He just took over.
Amazing. That's a true Jedi. True Jedi, right?
True Jedi. Okay, lastly, what all do you have of Star Wars? You said you have a lightsaber.
My lightsaber is not here right now.
Whatever you have to show us.
Because one of the things that happened in my life was I have a nephew.
Okay.
And who also enjoys Star Wars.
Wow.
And I got this beautiful lightsaber and I had it at the premiere of The Force Awakens, etc. And I finished it and I got home and he looked at me with these big puppy dog eyes. And I had this moment where I was like, so far, I've been the kid in the family that loves Star Wars. All right. But now the least I can sort of do is pass this baton on.
Right.
I just feel like it's horrible for a 35-year-old to look at like an 11-year-old and be like, "No, you can't have my lightsaber." And I gave it to him, and the lightsaber is with him now. But I have a bunch of other things. You met my
Please show us. Yeah.
This is my sweet little bobblehead Funko Pop.
Okay, of course, right.
These are. This
oh my God! Wow.
Star Wars novels, right? Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, and I forgot the name of the third one. Again, I read these when I was a kid.
Wow.
All right, and I'm actually very sad. These books, because the universe expands so much. These books, unfortunately, are no longer considered canon. and now sort of belong to alternate universe. It's in the Legend series, but this is a great Star Wars story actually. Before any of the shows, Clone Wars, any of the prequels, any of that, this is how the Star Wars story continued.
Right.
And if you want to see one version of how it continued, I'd absolutely recommend picking it up. Written by Timothy Zahn. They're very excellent.
They've kept them in very good condition, I have to say.
I've had them with me for like years and years and years. I think for over 20 years I've had them now. And they're there. And the last thing, which I'm very, very proud of and arrived.
Oh my God, recently, so cool. The Lego.
That's a Razor Crest from the Mandalorian.
Oh my God, well done.
This is a Lego Razor Crest and it arrived some time ago. And I am really, really looking forward.
Is it sealed? I've opened it and
it's sealed right now. It's sealed. The thing with making Star Wars Lego is it's a ritual and an experience.
Right.
So there will be a day where I will take an entire weekend out. I will clear my living room table. I will put on some music and I will sit down and this will be made. And it will be the best day of my year. I guarantee you that.
Amazing.
Have the Zen-like experience. I also have a Lego Millennium Falcon, but again, that is with my nephew.
Okay, that's also gone.
It's with my nephew.
Passed on.
Yes, it's been passed
Great.
on.
But I forgot to ask you one question.
Yes.
Who is Obi-Wan Kenobi? I've read this. Yeah, who is? In case there are viewers who don't know.
Okay. So Obi-Wan Kenobi is actually at the first time we meet him, from what we know, the last Jedi alive, literally. Like the one that managed to escape Order 66 and escape persecution from the Empire and escape like Darth Vader's manhunt and escape all of that. He's the last Jedi alive. And he's been sort of secretly living on Tatooine just to keep an eye on Luke Skywalker.
Right.
When we first meet, this is all something we learn about in the first movie. And he's like the OG Jedi. Like there have been many Jedi that have come and gone since then. But old Ben Kenobi was the first sort of wise Gandalf-like figure that we met in the Star Wars universe, right? He's the one that guides Luke. He's the one that advises him. He's the one that, again, we're going to spoiler territory. But he's the one that sacrifices himself essentially to ensure that Luke can get away and then continues to guide him from the afterlife, which I think is some boss level mentoring where you're like, I am dead and yet you should have my advice and I'm there. And he's also, what I'm very excited about is he's also the star of this new show that's coming out called Kenobi, which is basically about the years in the desert that he spent of Tatooine looking out for Luke Skywalker between the prequels and the sequels. Basically, this is what happened. And he's obviously played by Ewan McGregor in the prequels, and everybody loves him. And he's going to be played by Ewan McGregor in the Kenobi show as well. So Obi-Wan Kenobi, of course, and everybody knows, or old Ben Kenobi, is the first and at that time the last surviving Jedi that we meet in the Star Wars movies. In the original Star Wars, he's this wise old man. And he becomes a mentor to Luke Skywalker. And then we learn over time that he was actually always there watching Luke and trying to protect him. And you sort of go back in the prequels where he's played, of course, by the legendary Alec Guinness in Star Wars A New Hope. And again, very interesting story. Alec Guinness, because he was this sort of well-known Shakespearean actor and all of that, when he first signed on to Star Wars, there are letters which he's written to friends where he's like, I don't know what this nonsense I'm in is. All right. And he had no concept that it was going to go on to become such a huge phenomenon. He had no idea at all. And cut to the prequels, where a younger version of him is played by Ewan McGregor. Of course, everybody loves Ewan McGregor. Who doesn't love Ewan McGregor? And even if you go today to forums, etc., all of that, it's really lovely to see, because all the people who were like kids, who were like 9-10 years old when the prequels came out, for them, Ewan McGregor is their Kenobi, right? Like there's no Alec Guinness, there's nothing. For them, Ewan McGregor and Obi-Wan Kenobi is like, it's like the father figure, like for them. And there's so much love for that character. And now he's going to be in a new show, which comes out on Disney Plus Hotstar, I think on the 27th of May. It's going to be a 2-episode premiere, if I'm not mistaken. And it's in English, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, all of those things. So I'm quite excited, because I think that his story is one where there's a natural storytelling hole, right? What was Obi-Wan Kenobi doing between the prequels, where he became one of the few Jedi that survived the Purge and Order 66? And when we meet him, or when Luke first meets him in Star Wars A New Hope, what was this sort of dashing brilliant Jedi doing? Like, was he really just sitting in a hut in the forest, in the desert, or was he up to more? And I think that should be a fun thing for the show to explore.
That's great news for the fans. Rohan, thank you so much. You know, this is just a true fan talking to our viewers directly and making it simple for them, for the geeks, of course, and for those who may not know everything. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, and may the force be with you.
Thank you.